Okay. Thank you so much. Gabi, okay. It's good to have you around. Thank you, everyone. I think we should just proceed so that the others can join us as they come in. It's past 11 p.m. at our facilitator's end, and it would be great for us to start. So thanks everyone for joining. This is our very first training for the month of December, and it's a privilege really for us to have Amber with us. Amber is a digital strategist. She's a coach's coach, and she's a very techie person, but she preaches simplicity, and she doesn't want everybody hung up on systems, but rather look for a very easy way of having systems to becoming enablers rather than having it bugged up and then everybody is stuck in one place. So she wants to look. She's taking us through something very interesting this evening. And basically, we'll be looking at how online marketing is changing. We know it's changing. And then what are the 5 shifts that we need to make in 2023? And basically, that will help us a lot for those of us who, do a lot of our marketing, a lot of our businesses online. So I think without much ado, and in the all fashion, I think we should open the floor. But before that, I just want to introduce this platform to Amber as well. This is the All Ladies League platform, the Nigerian chapter. I believe our headquarters is in India. So we're a collection of women, entrepreneurs, career women, helping one another to, women helping women, women supporting women. That's basically what this is all about. And we try to, with our networking, help each other out in any way that we can. So I think basically the floor is yours now, Amber, so that we can judiciously use the time that is available to us this evening. So in the all fashion, please let's welcome Amber. You can unmute and drop a message to welcome Amber to the platform this evening. Thank you so much, Amber. Over to you.
Right. Thank you, Abidemi. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you to everyone who could make it here. Thank you so much. Thank you for the organizers of this for pulling up this opportunity. And I don't take this for granted, right? Any opportunity I get to offer value, I'm always willing to give the best I can. All right. So once again, thank you so much. Yes, I can see all of you who have joined. Welcome. Thank you so much. I can see all the hearts and comments. Thank you. All right, so Abidemi did a good job there introducing me. Yesterday when she asked me, please send me your bio, I said, oh, people have come, bio, all these things that when you give it to people, they will never read because it now looks too over the edge for them. Just give them one simple explanation of who I am, and if they want to go to my website to check it out, it's okay. But anyways, easy as it is, she has done a good job at introducing me. My name is Amber Ajakai. I'm a digital strategist. I'm a coach. He called me coach's coach. People call me that, and well, I guess I've earned my crown. I've been doing this for a while. I've been coaching thought leaders and entrepreneurs to establish authority in their niche, to create their own coaching programs, to become authors, to set up their own consulting and coaching businesses. And I've been doing this for a while now. I mean, if I want to sum it up, that should be over 6 years by now that I've been on this, right? Whether when I was doing it free plus paid, I've been on this space for that long time. Yeah. So what I do is that I help. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, she says she loves my smile. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Okay, so what I do is that I help experts, coaches, service businesses, consultants to attract high-value clients easily and consistently using simple systems. Simple. I'm all about simplicity. In fact, at some time in my business, people called me the ABC coach because I know how to break things down easily. And I believe in simplicity because I don't believe anything needs to be so complex to sort out. Like, things don't have to be as tough as people make it seem. Business should be easy, right? So today's session is supposed to be an interesting one. And I know when Bidemi reached out to me and said, everyone was like, yes, 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 they want this. This is just very timely because of the time we're in. This is December, we're all wrapping up the year and looking to step into 2023. And we don't quite know what is up for us for 2023, but some of us have been in the space a while and we kind of, observe. We are kind of ahead of a few others who are not so into the techie space or online marketing understandings or prospecting and stuff. So I'm good research. I know how to, observe the market, and a few changes. It wasn't difficult coming up with today's topic. I just thought about it and I told Abidemi that let's do this since it's timely for this. All right. So today's session is about how online marketing, is changing and 5 shifts to make in 2023. I hope you have your notes because I'm with mine here. I took down some notes, so I want people to see my face, not to be distracted by any slides. Let's talk one-on-one because it's we now, Chevy, So online marketing, and I remember asking her to do a survey in the group to ask you guys what your observations are regarding when you stepped on the online space then and now, what has changed. And today, I think I got the feedback from her. She said a lot of you were saying, I think she was saying most complain about the algorithm challenges compared with when they started. Some even asked which other platforms apart from IG can they be present on. So I believe today's discussion is going to be broadly about that. What has changed? What has changed? And it's far much more than what we've seen. And based on what has changed, the next question will be, what are we supposed to do with what has changed going forward? Because the earlier you can prepare yourself, the more you won't be taken unawares, or rather, that's how you won't be taken unawares, So a few changes that have happened based on what people have said, and it's the truth. Sometime along the line when we came online, we could easily just show up in our own in our own little way and massive reach. For many of us here, I can guess is or no, let me not guess. Please tell me what platforms you are most consistent on. What platforms online you sell your business? Let me not assume. Tell me. Just let me know your top platform that you sell your business. Where are you most, consistent? Okay, MOJ says WhatsApp. Okay, so I'm guessing WhatsApp stories and broadcast and all that. Let me open these. Okay, Abidemi says Instagram. All right, Victoria says, okay, Victoria just came in. Welcome. Gab Bioke Bespoke says WhatsApp. Oh, a lot of WhatsApp people here. Nice. Okay. Anyone else with let me know where you sell consistently. Okay, Victoria says Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Interesting. All right. So some of us have our top places, that we sell. And I'm sure you've noticed by now, and I'll be listening to it because I don't want it to be all about me talking. I just want to also listen to you as I speak. So tell me, are these platforms encouraging? Have you been able to see massive growth going on there? Do you have hopes for them, or have things rather reduced and you're seeming like, what's going to happen next year? Are you at a place of fear, or you're at a place of confidence that you know what you are doing and everything just needs to, move the way it's moving currently and all of that? So feel free to drop comments and I'll be reading them as we go, okay? All right. So then I'll be doing a bit of comparison between then and now. What has changed? What has changed? What is happening? And one of the few things I noted here, I noted a few things on my notepad here. Before, we had, things were so easy. They seemed very fast. You could come online, set up a platform anywhere, even Facebook, Instagram, the common places, Twitter, whatever. And you would automatically just see reach. Your content will easily just reach people's, eyes. Next thing, you have a lot of engagements going. That was kind of like a thing. And then now we see a lot of dive, in that direction. It looks like the more you put yourself out there, it looks like the more the algorithm is not in your favor or something like that, or something is just not working with this whole online selling, And that's because a lot of businesses online just focus on selling on social media. And a few things I'll discuss today will help you tweak your perspective regarding, okay, should it be just this or what else should you add to it? So then there was a lot of exposure, reach, a lot was going on, but now where a lot has changed. So these platforms that used to be so favorable now turned out to be like they were enemies, as if they don't want anybody's good or anyone to grow online. So when you put out content, no one sees it, all right, and everybody gets to blame the algorithm, and it looks like there's no reach. There's a lot even going on the part of the social media platforms. A lot is going on in terms of competition. Now they are all fighting for everyone's attention. We have TikTok on the other end, taking everyone's clients that way. We have this other one saying, okay, is it TikTok? Is it share video, long form video? Let's do it. This one now do reels. We have Twitter, they've started doing long form content. We have YouTube doing shorts. Everyone is realizing that, okay, so it's no more normal size video, but let's do phones, because we are all adapting to mobile phone technology, and everything is changing. As business owners, it's important to observe your environment. If things are changing, and knowing that these things are changing in the eyes of the very people you want to sell to, the question is, how are you adapting to these changes? Because you have to always research, develop, adapt. Research, develop, adapt. Don't stay where you are. And we'll go into that deeply. All right. Another thing that seems to have changed in our economy, in our online marketing space, is, it looks like the economy may have affected some people's buying behaviors, especially if you are based in Nigeria or any part in Africa. Let me speak specifically about Nigeria, because we've had a lot of issues in terms of currency dive and stuff. The inflation has been a mess, the volatile currency. There's just so much going on that people are not quite sure what they should do. And you find yourself wondering whether you should be reducing your price, because it looks like people can't afford you anymore. So those kind of challenges are coming up now, when you should have thought that by now you should be selling your offers, your products or your services at about 2 times the price. Instead, you've thought about ways to reduce it. See people who do drop shipping, who go out to buy stuff, like import things. Now they're having to face high dollar exchange, and so they cannot import anymore. A lot of people have dropped their businesses. Some people have walked out, closed shop, gone to look for jobs, dusted their CVs. Some have japa. So there's so much going on, and the question is, how is this affecting you as a business? I personally know that the people I used to buy from before, now they're probably wondering where is Amber, because Amber has left. Same thing with a lot of other people. So whether you think it's not affecting you or not, it is, because if you are not affected by it, your clients or your customers are affected. Meaning that your customer that you sold to yesterday, next tomorrow you call her and say she's no more in the country. So that's one customer you've lost because she's gone. And now you have to look for new people. So these are the things that are happening in our environment. This is what is happening. And we can't deny the fact that many of us, leverage online space to sell. We leverage the online platforms to market and sell our products and services. So what can we do about all of this? Another thing that has changed also is the fact that there are improvements on the tech economy, tech. The tools that we are using, a lot has changed. It's either people are going in one direction, or there's one new technology that has come up. Now they're talking about AI. I don't know if any of you have heard of AI. It means artificial intelligence. And that's like the new game changer on the online space. A lot of things are happening, and the fear is that some people may lose their jobs because AI will come and take over people's jobs. And when I say AI, in the simple terms, I'm just explaining it like you telling a computer robot what to do, and the thing will do it. I posted it on my page the other day, this new AI that came up and everyone is talking about it. It's the latest and everyone says it's the best after sliced bread, And all you just need to do is tell the thing what to do. Okay, can you write me a letter to my landlord telling him that kiniko? Just tell the thing what to do. In the next 2 minutes, the thing has brought a letter for you. So some people are afraid that, has this thing come to take their jobs? It is what it is. Are things really happening? It's either you fight it or you use it, So these changes are things that we tend to observe, and you should not be left out. You should not be left out at all. You should also observe what is changing, because if things are changing, you have to ask yourself, how is it affecting me? Do I need to up my game? Do I need to, adapt? How can I adapt? Rather, not even do I need to, because you have to adapt. It's not something you can control. What can I change to make it benefit me? Those are the questions we should be asking ourselves. So I'm just going to share with you 5 sheets that I wrote here on my notepad that will help us in the next season. I'm talking about the next year. So as we wrap up the year, these 5 sheets will be very beneficial to all of you here, all of you, inclusive of me, because these are things I am also looking at, okay? And it's important that if we are ahead of our game in this, we can plan better. Before we start doing all those vision boards and all those exercises and goal planning and stuff, at least it's important that you are aware of your situation, you're aware of your environment, and you know exactly what you are aiming for. All right. So the first thing I want to mention in terms of 5 sheets of what you need to, how you need to adjust, or what you need to adapt to. First one here is about change, meaning that the best way I could put it was change. What do I mean? If you know that where you are is no longer favoring you, whatever you are doing is no longer favoring you, the worst thing you would do would be to step into your new year repeating the exact same things, expecting them to change by some miracle or whatever. Things don't work like that. You can't repeat the same things over and over again and expect a different result. So you have to sit down and analyze your business. What am I doing? Has this worked for me so far? If you know whatever you're doing hasn't worked for you, it's about time you change or adjust. Don't stay in one place, because the truth is your competition, the people you are looking up to, your coaches, are moving also. So you move. You are not a tree. You cannot stay in the same place and expect a different result. You have to change your pattern. If you know all you do is to just wake up in the morning. Now, I'm not talking about your physical business. I'm talking about how you sell online, how you show up online marketing. If you know all you do is just, okay, what will I post to do? Let me post one thing and post and go. You have to think about it critically. Has it been worth it? What do you need to change? How do you need to better, improve how you show up? What changes do you need to make? What do you need to adapt to? These are the questions you should be asking yourself. So have a meeting with yourself. It's not, this one is not, don't wait for, have a meeting with yourself. Call yourself to order, ask yourself, I've been doing this and this and this for the past 3 to 5 years, for the past 6 months, for the past 1 year. Has it really done anything for me? And you will tell yourself the truth, because you are having that conversation with yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. Who are you doing? You will tell yourself if it has worked. If it has not worked, you have to change your pattern. Change your pattern. If your pattern is to just post and go, you need to realize that maybe you need to change it from post and go to show up and go. If before it was just text, you just type and go, maybe you want to think about show up, life, and then go. Improve it. Change your pattern. Change it. And I'm talking about simple improvements. I'm not even saying you should go and climb across the 7 seas and stuff. Simple improvements. I have specifically noticed that, videos tend to perform more, because it's what it is. We have moved to a video economy. It's what it is. Out of all the 3 formats of whether video, text, image, audio, video is number 1. Video has leveled up more than that's why everyone is trying to tap into the video technology. Have you guys also heard that Amazon is bringing also video? They've set up something, I forgot the name, I saw it yesterday. Amazon is creating something in line with all this video form content. So to put up videos, same thing in this phone long form video, and then you can click and buy through those videos. You can buy from Amazon. So do you see how everyone, even the big guys, are adapting to video? How much more you and I? How much more you and I? And it's either you are a consumer of video or you're a producer. If all you do is sit down and glide through your phone and just laugh, you have to change that game. Stop entertaining people. It's time for you to. Stop being entertained and entertain them instead. If you have to be the one on the screen, show up on the screen. And by entertain, I don't mean like skits. What I mean is that what are you going to do differently in your business to show up in a way that you are now the one on air and people are watching you? It's not enough to be the one watching others and while in away time. Well, how about you showing up there and being the one who is watched? How about improving, leveling up in your content from text to even, audio format or video? If video is a problem for you, because I know some people here may be wondering, hey, you mean I should show up? Yeah, okay. Start with even the little steps. Start with audio. Just show up in a level that is, higher than just pure text. Do you understand? And that was just an example. For you, shake it up, shake things up. Don't just stay the way you are and expect anything to change, all right? So, for example, like me now, I know that, okay, I'm doing videos. I've started wondering, okay, what can I do in my business? How can I, change? How can I level up what I'm doing? And I've asked myself, okay, where are the clients I want now? I've come to a level where I want some clients who, should be able to pay me a certain amount. I'm asking myself, okay, is Instagram the best place to find these clients? And then I'm asking myself, okay, don't I think I need to go somewhere else and start searching? And that's how I took my leg to LinkedIn. Abidemi knows the story because it was on my brain and I was calculating the measures of going to LinkedIn until she mentioned how she got somebody, who is asking for a meeting. And I said, see, is this not a sign? And she was like, she encouraged me and I went back to LinkedIn and I'm trying to, find base there. It does not mean I'll stop here, but it's just me doing something in a new direction because I can't expect that I will sit down here every day and keep doing the same thing for how many years and expect results here. If I have to spread my tentacles, let me spread and go and find people elsewhere. Find the clients who can pay me, on the platforms where they exist. You too, if it reaches like that, find base somewhere that can help you. And that brings me to the next thing, because we're talking about pay. For some of us here, and this is actual fact, this is not about, I know when we talk about this particular topic I want to mention, a lot of people are like, you don't want to pity people, you don't want to kini. Let me just mention it as it is. For some of you here, for all of you, you have to raise your prices. Let me say it in case you did not hear it, I'll say it again. You have to raise your prices. You have to raise your prices, or else you kill your business. That's the truth. Because I don't have to be the one to tell you, but you know that the cost of living has increased, not just in Nigeria, all over the world. So it's either you're doing your business for charity and one day you don't mind it packing up, because you've tried your best, it's charity, it's impact, and that's it. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you. I hope I helped you. I hope I saved the world and all. And you're happy to just do it. Or maybe you have a job that is paying you salary already, that is paying you good money, and this one is just Jara, and you don't mind doing it for free. But if you know you want to run a business that will survive in the economy of today, next year they're already saying that there will be, what do they call this thing that they keep saying about every year? They'll say there's it's not inflation, it's what's the name? This the big word.
Is it recession?
Thank you. Recession. Recession. So they're already saying that there will be recession. And I wonder, is there any year there has not been recession? There's always going to be that. So the question is, if there's a casting down, what is your own confession? There's a lifting up. So what are you doing about that lifting up? You can't be saying there will be a lifting up if you are still behaving like a casted down. Do you get it? You can't be expecting that things will change when you are not even in control of what is changing. You are not in power. You are not the government. You are not CBN. You are not the world power. You are not oil price. This thing is affecting everyone. If you're on the news, you've seen a lot of people in the UK explaining, a lot of people in the UK crying about gas prices and stuff. Some of them saying the weather is so cold and they have to, mice their gas, Some of them, and you wonder what is really going on in the world today. The world economy, this is not a Nigerian matter. The world economy is affected. The question is, what are you doing about it as a business? If you don't increase your prices, you are just killing your business, unless this is a hobby for you. So many of you here have to factor that into your model. Start raising your prices. Start raising your prices. Do it now. Don't even have to wait. Yes, you sensitize your audience, whatever. But save your business. Save your business. Save your business. All right. So that's the second point. Raise your price. The third thing I want to mention is leverage. This has become one of my favorite terms to use these days because almost everything you look around you is leverageable. Like you can take advantage of the opportunities around you. In essence, I'm talking about leveraging anything that has a capacity to let me use another word, because another favorite word for me is maximize. Leverage, maximize, take advantage of. We have been blessed with so much around us that we can take advantage of, even with the least capital, with the least spending. We have been blessed. And I'm talking about blessed in terms of technology, blessed in terms of the platforms we found ourselves, the reach we found ourselves in, the connections, the opportunities that exist around us. And what are we doing with it? Now, some things I wrote here about leverage would be in terms of what long-lasting opportunities have we seen around us that we can step on, that we can take, that we can seize or take advantage of? For some of you here, you might have to start considering extending your income streams. And I'm not even talking about going to start a new business, going to do market research and thinking of how to a capital warehouse. I'm talking about leverage the opportunities the internet has given you. Now, I didn't do a survey to know who is here or what businesses are on here, but I want to assume some of us here are into products and service businesses. So it's a mix of, because it's women supporting women, so it's usually a mix because women are the real business people, I can tell. You want to think about outside of your core business, what else can you do to bring more money in, so that you don't face the heat on one, or you don't pour the heat on one business. It's important to, if before you would only stay on this one business and you're trying so hard, this is the time to consider expanding to other ones. And those ones may not even need you too much like this one. However, they'll pay you passively. And by that, I'm talking about opportunities like, some people have seized up opportunities like setting up a YouTube channel. And small, growing that. Next thing you know, subscriber count is 1,000. Next thing you know, 4,000 watch hours. Next thing you know, YouTube is now paying them. As of last year, I did one course like that, video editing. And I trained a lot of people. Through the course, a lot of people started their YouTube channel because I taught also how to set up a YouTube channel. What was it last month? I was just scrolling through YouTube and I saw this guy that I trained that took my course, and he was so happy because he wrote in the group, thank you, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, this your course just helped him. Okay. Just for me to see his page, his channel on YouTube, he had gotten over 3K subscribers. This is just a span of 1 year. He posts content there consistently, even if it's once a week, or chooses his routine. But I can bet you that guy right now is earning from YouTube. It doesn't matter how little, but it's dollars. YouTube will pay in dollars. So imagine dollars in today's economy. How much even $100 means, less of $1,000. And that is just something he's doing passively. Money that is coming in passively. And the interesting thing about leverage in this direction is the fact that anything you put on YouTube is evergreen. It will stay there forever. So some of us have to start thinking about the platforms that are here forever. I asked my husband the other day, and this was just a rhetorical question. I said, wait, you mean I've been sitting on this Instagram posting for how many years now? Yet my content is not searchable. Have you guys ever thought of it? Can anyone search for your content on Instagram. No matter the value you are putting there, can it be found? Only through hashtag, and that's not search. You can't. As you post content, it gets buried by the next content you put. That's how they're all going down, down, down. Sometimes I scroll through my page and I see value, and I'm like, all this value buried. If I took these years I've been on Instagram and went and sat down on YouTube, wouldn't that have benefited me more? Like again, what people say, what is an adage, right? If the best time to plant a tree is yesterday, the next best time is right now. The truth is, if you've realized this, the question is, what are you doing about it? That's what I had to ask myself. So now you know, what are you doing about it? So for many of you, you have a complete blog in that your Facebook or Instagram page, all the way down, blog content. How about, and I'm talking the language of leverage here, how about taking that content you have created before, rich content, and reading it as a script for your YouTube channel? Create a post, different posts per week from your content. You don't even have to think afresh because you have content blog. Your content is a rich one, but it's buried on Instagram, it's buried on Facebook. How about taking it and as a script, you say it as a script and it turns to YouTube content? You see what I'm talking about in terms of leverage? You don't need to do things twice or 3 times. One thing can be duplicated into many. Now, when I create one content, I post it on Instagram, I have it on my blog, I have it on LinkedIn, I record it as video, and I post it on YouTube, one content. So even if you want to think about, it's not about duplicity of efforts here, it's about leverage. It's about leverage. And the reason why I mentioned a platform like YouTube is because it is evergreen. YouTube has been here for ages, it will still be here because it's the second largest search engine in the world after Google, and Google also owns YouTube, so it's the same family. And secondly, it is searchable content. And your content will stay there and will be consumed by people for years to come, as long as it is valuable to them, as long as it's valuable. Another thing you need to leverage is your contacts. Don't just create content, people like you, people, you message you on WhatsApp and that's about it. Leverage your contact list. They're going to be yours. On the 6th of June or thereabouts, was it? Yeah? Or July? I can't remember. But Instagram locked me out of my page. And, even though I got my page after 4 days, it was a very deep reasoning for me, like, okay, so you mean one day they can lock you out and there are no apologies and you may not get it back? What happens? Since that moment, my brain started doing 360. What do I need to do? And that's the truth. Anything can happen. For a platform that you don't own, whether Facebook or Instagram, you don't own any of this. You don't even own YouTube. You have to leverage. If all you do is phone calls and WhatsApp, save your phone call list, save your customers' phone numbers and their names alongside. All right. If you are more in the coaching space, business services and stuff, save emails. Email marketing. Abidemi here is a pro at that, email marketing. And I want to believe, being a part of this group, I'm sure she has already been ringing into people's ears. See, I'm here to endorse that. Email marketing is one of the best decisions you would make, because anything can happen to all these platforms that we are here just flexing. Anything can happen. It's not your own, and you can't go and knock on Zuckerberg's door if anything happens. So own your list, because the good thing with that list is that you can use it and nurture your audience. You can use that same list as data for Facebook ads. You can sell to that list over and over again because they now know you is a hot list. There are so many benefits. I don't need to teach for Abidemi because I'm sure she has taught enough to you guys. But that list is too important to neglect. I don't want you, ignoring that for the next year. All right. Another thing I want to mention in terms of leverage is, if anything has worked for you before, repeat it. You don't need a new method. You don't need to start jumping up looking for any new shiny object. If you have done something and it worked for you before, do it again. Do it again. If a system has worked repeat that system. Today I have a program that has lasted, it's going to 4 years. The first time I did the program is my ebook launch program where I teach people how to become authors. The first time I created that program, I ran it for 1 year. It looked good. Okay, it looks like this is good enough. The second year, I said, okay, let me work on this better. I improved on it. And since that second year till date, that schedule, that program, that system that was created is what I'm using till date. Anyone who goes into the program follows the system, leverage. I don't need to create a new routine for every new client. I'm leveraging a system I created 2 years ago or 3 years ago and improved. Now we are getting to 4 years. By March, it will be 4 years. And that program is still existing. It's a system that works. I just need to collect money. This one enters, goes in there, encounters the system, becomes an author, launches out to the world. I've done my part. That's how I can survive as an agency, one man agency for how many years now, without sweating, without toiling. Why? Systems. You all have to think about how to leverage systems that would work for you in the long run, not always reinventing the wheel. So what did I do when I decided to create a coaching program for coaches this year? I created Maximize and I duplicated exactly what worked with my ebook launch program. The system is working, duplicate, maximize. But this time, not about books, this time is for coaches. See, that's why I say business doesn't have to be difficult. Just leverage. If something works, duplicate it. You don't need a new pattern. You don't need don't start I need to look for who will teach me new things. Sometimes you need to just look back at what has worked and improve on it. If you know you need help, you need to get somebody who will help you improve it, then do so. But don't sit in one place and expect something new to happen. So I think I've already mentioned, about how you can spread into different income streams. And I don't know if I expanded on that enough, but some of you have to think about, okay, I think I mentioned YouTube, making money from YouTube. Another thing to mention is digital products. Yes, you may have a product business here, a service business. It's about time you start thinking about creating an online course or an ebook or a list or a guide or a template or something that can just be selling passively. Just create it, go and put it on Seller and be making money on it. Let it be adding to the money you're making from your core business. Because the extra income stream, you don't know how far it will take you. Don't take advantage of this. Don't lose this opportunity. All right. Take advantage of this. That's the way I should say it. Take advantage of what is in front of you. This is your knowledge that you have here. Some of you here, if they sit you down, the knowledge that will pour out of your head, why waste it? Some of you, if I scroll through your pages, the content that is there, why waste it? Why don't you package some of those content that makes sense and put it into a book and sell it? If you have a list that you can, and I've had people come on my program. The other lady, it was Funke. What did she do? She knows Balogun market so well in Lagos. That's how she drew up a list of wholesalers of different products in Balogun market and put in a book. Start selling that book. That's extra income for her. I can't count. I've trained over 300 people on how to become authors. Yeah, the stories are amazing, like enormous. Too many records of people who have turned their knowledge to income and are earning passively. They come into the program, they make money easily because that is one product you can sell over and over again without having to bother about inventory, warehouse, NAFDAC, SON, everything that people think about when it comes to creating products. And it's something you create once and you sell it forever. So leverage, we're talking about leverage here. It seems like lazy marketing, but yes, that's how we thrive. We like the lazy business. Nobody likes it, nobody likes stress. That lazy business is what I'm in here for. And if it pays me, I'm good. Now, I think that was number 3. Number 4, I think I can even infuse number 4 with number 3. Focus on the simple things. Nothing needs to be so complicated. Nothing. In fact, if it's more complicated than you expected or than you can contain, then you are overthinking it. I have people who come on my program, Maximize, my coaching program, and when they come, they're like, hey, so I want to learn, start calling all the tech things when they come. they go through my program, they realize that tech is like 2% of what I'm teaching you in there. Yes, I'm the techie person, but man, I have come to realize that in this business that we're all running, tech is not the number one thing to focus on. There are more important stuff. At the end of when you have done all the important stuff, the fundamentals, you can now use tech to push it. Tech will now be the propeller. Oh yeah, let's push it, let's scale it. That's what tech is for. Some people have missed it. They now put tech in front. You want to start business, you want to start this thing. Hey, so which platform should I use? How should the platform be? Okay, the sales page. Okay, the next thing they are giving themselves headache. Next thing they'll say, well, I'm going to do this thing again. It does not work. That's how they lose morale. That's because you put the wrong thing ahead. How about putting the fundamentals ahead and think about tech after you have fixed the fundamentals, after you have figured out what works? You have a system around it. You now use tech to push it, use tech to amplify it, use tech to make it scalable, sustainable. Do you see where I'm going with that? So we have to think about more simple things. All the complicated things, I understand. Some of you here may be concerned that, oh, the strategy you're using right now does not work. I have to look for a new strategy. Guess what? All strategies work. Forget any coach or anybody that's trying to tell you, no, that one did not work. It's my own that works. Oh no, webinars don't work. It's this thing that works. Oh no, this one, see, everything works. Everything works. The question is, are you working? How consistent are you with whatever you're working? How consistent? The question is about you, not about the system, not about the process. It is you. Did you start and stop? I have a lot of things that I have started and stopped, and I ask myself, I feel like knocking myself today. Why did you stop? I have instances where, I'd made one step in one direction and I realized, oh, it didn't favor me. I turned around and went to look for another strategy. Why didn't you do it again? It's in the consistency, not in the intensity. It is in the consistent little simple things, not in the intensity. The consistency is what matters. Repeating that thing over and over again. That is how you perfect it. That is how you perfect it. All right, that's how you perfect it. All right, I think the last thing I want to mention, because I'm looking at time here and I know we are open for questions, but the last thing I want to mention here, the shift you must make into your next year, is personal changes. See, this one is deep because there are some questions I've got to ask myself and I'm like, whoa. Some things have to really change next year. You all need to start working on your mindset. And it does not matter where you are. Even if your mindset is like here, you need to lift it to the next level. Mindset is paramount. I know it has been overflogged. Mindset, and it seems like general term. It is too important to neglect. Your mindset, your mind, you have to work on your mind to believe and see the impossible happen for you. That's here. And it took my clients to teach me this. That's why I love what I do, because sometimes when I get into meetings with my clients, I learn from them because I know I don't know it all. My place here is to listen and ask the right questions, not to teach you what to do. The client comes to me like a pro. She's already a pro. So we are pro. She's pro in her field. I'm pro in the coaching. And I help get the sense out of her and we put it into a good structure. And I got into this conversation with one of my clients. And then she tells me, Amber, have you wondered why some people are so good, so intelligent? They know so much, they work so hard, but nothing seems to be moving. Next thing, you're looking at that next person who does not know Shingbai. She is not even doing as much as you are doing, yet things are moving for her. See, this thing is deeper than what we see on the physical. This thing starts with inside us. If you have not made some mindset shifts within you, trust me, no matter how hard you work, you will see yourself struggling, and that's the truth. You have to see. And yes, I know we've bastardized this. We now say inspire to perspire. Sometimes when we perspire to inspire and people to aspire, sometimes we need to go back to listen to those people who do that perspire to inspire. Listen to them. Whatever they are saying is valuable. It's the devil that is trying to attack it, because trust me, whatever they are saying is valuable. Now it is even better because you can add some context to it, being that what you do can now be mixed with that. I remember people abused it because it was like, hey, you have told us to, my mind has improved. Okay, what should I do next? Now that you know what to do next, you're already doing the next. Go back and enrich yourself with what you need to do to aspire to perspire. That information that they teach is too important to neglect. Work on your mindset. Work on your mindset. Open your mind to accept, to accept more. Find yourself in a place of gratitude. Like, I know you have desires for the next year, but be grateful for how far you have come, because you couldn't have been here, you couldn't have come this far without the help of God, or without the help of the people around you, or without your sanity, or without your life, the fact that you are alive. So appreciate that. Appreciate that. Acknowledge that. Acknowledge the growth you have come, how far you've come, and don't compare yourself to anyone out there. Everyone is on their own personal journey. Don't compare. Just focus on yourself, look back, reflect on how far you have come, and be grateful. And then desire for your next step. Place your desires for your next step and see yourself already achieving it. These things are too important to neglect, right? And another thing I want to mention is be authentic. Just be real, be you. You have nothing to prove. We are not in a competition here. It's not something that we're all, trying to say who is best, first in class. No, we're all here for survival. We're all trying to survive. We're all trying to create something of value. We're all trying to feed our families. It's what it is. We're all trying to feed our families. So be yourself, be you. Don't try to impress anybody. Be your authentic self, be original to you. Do what you want, show up the way you want. People will love you for you. Develop yourself, grow, feed your mind with the right things. Don't lose focus. Think on good things, take out those negative things you always say, country, how we go do now? Now what for us? So some people, they see good, we know this. God, don't even use your mouth to say those kind of things. Instead, see the good in life, pick the things you desire, speak them into reality, and you would experience it. Go back to those aspire to aspire people. They have the right message, trust me. Then you can now come back to us for strategy. You get. Another thing I want to mention is get help. If you know you cannot do stuff on your own, reach out to a mentor to help you. Some things may take you longer if you try to sort it out by yourself. Find somebody who understands where you want to go, or who has even gone there already, and ask for help. There's no shame in that. Get help. Get help. Get the help you need. Develop yourself in the shortest time possible. All right. If it has to require you paying, invest. It's an investment in yourself. I don't like to call it payment, because it's not like you're paying and then you're losing money. You are investing in yourself because you are squeezing time. What do they call it? You're compressing time, because now somebody's going to help you, because you were to help yourself, you use 3 years, 5 years, and all that. But now you've compressed time and you can get that result more quickly. All right. Lastly, please guard your mental state. I know there's so much going on the internet. Everyone is, I have how many followers, I don't have followers. See, those things don't matter. Those things don't matter. Guard your mental state, because you need to be alive for this business you are doing. You need to be alive for your family. If the business you are running now is taking your life literally, you have to ask yourself, is this worth it? If it requires you going to look for a job, please go ahead. No one. We are all here to feed our families. That's what it is at the end of the day. And what does it matter if you are not here, or if you are not in your right senses to achieve what you want to achieve? So guard your mental state. Guard your mental state. It's not about numbers. It's not about metrics. It's not about, those things don't matter in the real scheme of things. Real things that matter is you. The real things that matter is where you are going, and how far you have come, and the things that have brought you this far, the things that matter to you, your family, your life, your health, the things you love, your experiences. Those are the real things that matter, not all these flashy things and stuff. Just live a good life and maintain your sanity. Don't allow social media or everyone, the next person around you just bought a house and car. How come it's only house and car we just see everywhere? Focus on your own focus, And this is just, anybody may look at this and say this may sound like general info, but truly speaking, I don't think I'll wrap up all I'm saying without talking about personal growth and mental growth. Okay, so I think that's it for me for the 5 sheets I needed to mention tonight. Of course, there are more, but I just picked out these 5 and I thought to share with you. So I was not even reading the comments, but I guess I'll read them now. But that's all on my own end. And I think I'll be ready now to answer any questions that you may have for me. Let me run through the comments while I wait for your questions. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Amber. It's been a wonderful time. Some people had actually put in some questions while you were talking, and I'm trying to see if I can read them out to you, so that someone said she has not been selling online. Okay, that's Aunt Victoria. She said she has not been selling online. She posts on LinkedIn, but none has favored her, sadly. And then she goes like, well, basically she says she has not, been selling online.
I don't know the context, or I don't know.
Just said she didn't expect to. Okay, if and Victoria can probably unmute and ask a question. So basically, so that Amber can take that quickly. So that we can spend the next 5 minutes to wrap up. It's almost midnight where Amber is, so we need to be mindful and conscious of our own timing as well. She's 3 hours ahead of us. Okay, so there's another question that was the best time for Instagram Live, and how about, okay, I think the major question here is what's the best time? Yes, best time for Instagram Live. And well, she mentioned something about how about blogging, YouTube. You said a lot about YouTube, but what's the best time? That's a question for Instagram Live. So you might want to probably answer that.
I can't tell anybody any best time. And if you worked with me before, you would realize that one of the number one things I always tell people when they come to me with, Amber, what is this thing I should do? Should I do? I just say your rules. As an entrepreneur, you have to see yourself as an empowered being. If you choose that Instagram Live should be at 1 a.m., do it. It's your rules. You play by your rules. And the interesting thing I found about Instagram Live or going live generally is the fact that whenever you do a live, it doesn't matter who shows up right there while you're doing the live. What matters is that you did it. Because maybe you fought with yourself with that decision. And then you now finally found a time, or maybe during the day, children and a lot of things going on in your hand. Because these are women here with families. And then it's only at 2 a.m. you saw chance. Well, carry that 2 a.m. and hold phone and do your Instagram Live. Even if nobody shows up. You know what matters most? The fact that you can save that life. When you are done, share it. By tomorrow morning, people will wake up and see it. You can leverage that same life. You can download that live video. Just go online, copy the link of your life. Go online, go and look for, just type there, download live video. You see a platform will come up, different options will come up. Go there and put your link to download the video into MP4 for you. Carry that video. You have turned it to different pieces of content. One edit that video, cut it to 1 minute. That's content for how many? See, all you need to always think about is leverage. It's not about rules and what time and see. Instead, think about taking action. Even if it's 4 a.m., do that live. But do it because you're not doing it for whoever is awake for 4 a.m. If they're awake, fine, they can join. But it's more for you. It's more for leverage because that piece of content can be leveraged. It can be recorded. It can be saved. It can be pushed on YouTube. It can be sent. It can be even sold. It can be cut into different chunks and posted as content for the next 5-7 days. So it's all about leverage. So it doesn't matter. There's nothing like rules or time of day. Forget all those things. I'm the wrongest person to ask those kind of things because I don't believe in those tactics and methods or time of day or things. Just do what you have to do. The rules are in your hands to create.
Okay, and Victoria, you can unmute now and ask your question.
Okay, please go ahead and ask. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? My name is Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Hi. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm enjoying this. See, I don't know. Something tells me there's something I'm doing wrong about I'm not really big on this social media thing, but me, I know I like going from one corner to the other, Instagram, LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. But something just tells me, what's your opinion? I think that rather than be everywhere, from WordPress, I started one blog, something, I stopped it there. I will go here, do that one halfway, leave it there, just like that. I think I need to concentrate on Facebook and Instagram, those two, rather than try to, some of my content, I will post, I write on all kinds of things, really, so it could be on Facebook. I have 2 pages. So I could go on Facebook, drop something. I go on LinkedIn, I write on another thing. I go here, I write on another thing. I think it's better. What do you suggest? Just choose
Leverage.
2 or 3 and
Leverage.
then just
Leverage.
concentrate on those platforms.
Leverage. Back to the word leverage. Why?
Mhm.
You can choose your primary platform. As I speak, my primary my primary platform is Instagram. Once I post on Instagram, I have connected my Instagram and my Facebook, so automatically it posts on Facebook. Leverage.
That's right. Yes.
So if you choose that you want to stay on one platform, stay there and then duplicate the content. You don't need to create a new piece of content for each platform. You get me? Some of us can even go and dig those content that have been buried under your Instagram post, content of this same day last year. Pick it up and repost. See, sometimes you may not even need new knowledge. Go back to the old things still work. As long as they were core fundamentals, they work. Go dig them up and repost. Leverage. Leverage. Just focus on the key platform and then distribute from there or cross-pollinate or whatever. But you don't have to create different platforms for different content for different platforms. There's somebody we know, I don't know if some of you know her, Choma Ifeanyi. This woman just looked between all the things she's doing and decided to go and sit down on Facebook. And all she does is to post content on Facebook. She doesn't even reshare to Instagram. She has created a community there. We know when she started. Just posting on her personal page on Facebook, putting content there, putting whatever is in her
That's the kind
head.
of thing I'm talking about.
Following her. You know her?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I'm saying trying to narrow down, just if it's one platform or 2.
Just be there and be consistent. The most important thing is you being consistent. You being consistent. That's how you grow. Because if you spread yourself too thin.
That's what I think I need to really do. If you go on LinkedIn, you see Victoria Okatachiazo. All kinds of things. I could write on anything. It could be health, it could be fitness, it could be insurance, any damn thing. You go to Facebook. So rather than me drop them here and there, I think in this coming year, I need to just decide that, look, if it's YouTube, let it be YouTube. If it's Instagram or Facebook, whatever.
Thank you.
That's
just focus on one primary platform and every other thing is secondary. But focus, let there be a base, a home base, like a warehouse that you can then from there distribute. But let there be a main warehouse.
But it looks as if, I don't know if I'm right, it looks as if Instagram is getting, it has so much followership compared to these other ones. TikTok is just 1 minute. You may not be able to do much or say much. There's short videos. Instagram, a lot of people are there, young, old, business, influencers, all kinds of people. What do you think? Instagram?
It's back to your niche because, you have to choose where, if you, what do you offer? If your niche is in that category and you know that they are based on Instagram, Facebook, and but if somebody today is serving a Gen Z, I wouldn't encourage them to go and sit down on Instagram. Because Instagram seems to be like for the place for, millennials and above and all that. But Gen Zs have found themselves on TikTok. Gen Zs, you will never see them on Facebook. See, if you're serving our parents, people older, go to Facebook, go to WhatsApp. That's where they are.
Yes.
So everything still boils down to who your audience is. It's not a matter of let me look Timbo, which platform should I choose? You start from who you are serving and find out where they spend their time more. And that's
Yes.
where you should go and sit down and create your warehouse. That's where you should go and sit down and start creating content there for them.
Yeah. I
And
think
attract them.
Instagram and Facebook are the places. Thank you very much. Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amba. We really appreciate you spending time with us. I think that's about it. I haven't seen any other question drop. And to everyone who has joined, I can't begin to mention our names one by one, but I basically just appreciate our presence. And yes, simple, loaded, and deep. Thank you so much, MOJ, for that.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful time. I know where I meet Amber, so I will continue the.
Amber, can I invite you to some other group? Can I invite her to some other group? How do we chat? Are you leaving your phone number or something?
Okay.
You can send me a DM on Instagram. Abidemi will give you my Instagram handle.
Okay. I actually did that earlier today, but I'll repost it. And you can actually, chat her on her DM on Instagram. Amber will respond. Anytime you drop any message to her DM on Instagram, you can be sure of that. And Amber will definitely, respond to you. So thank you so much, everyone.
Sorry,
like I said, I can't begin to.
She will drop it in the group, so you see that. Don't worry about it.
Yes, I'll drop it in the group. And Victoria, I'll drop her Instagram handle again on the group. If you need, to have a one-on-one or any other conversation, just send her a DM, and definitely I can guarantee you that Amber will respond to that immediately. So to everyone that has joined, like I said, I can't begin to mention her name. So thank you so much. I can see all the, thank yous coming in. And it's wonderful to have Amber with us this evening. So thank you to everyone that has joined. I've been blessed, and I'm sure we have also been blessed. So we can unmute and say our thank yous as well, so that we can release Amber. She's already in another day. We are still on the 16th of December. She's already on the 17th as we speak. So that she can, have the needed rest. So Amber, on behalf of all Ladies League Nigeria, want to say thank you so many times, for honoring this invitation. And it's something we could have probably paid for, but you have graciously, given us your time this day. So we appreciate you. We thank you so much. And I want to say thank you to everyone that has joined too. So thank you, everyone. And
thank you very much, Amber. Thank you, Amber.
Thank you, everyone.
So much. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone. Good night.
Bye, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you so much. I'll be ending this for all of us. So thank you so much. Amber, once again, we appreciate you. God bless you real good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest.
You too. Bye.
Bye.